This is something that we also forget to ask. We just assume that they will have this necessary. Besides just talking about the cost of doing a job or how long it will take for them to do the job, also inquire whether they have the right resources to do that job. Hi guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Zimbabwe and this is my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining my channel today. If it's your first time on this channel, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, as this really helps our channel to grow. Guys, based on the title below, you already know that what we're talking about in this video is that every builder or every workman should have when doing work in Zimbabwe. If any of them doesn't have this, please just let them go. They don't know what they are doing. So I'm gonna start with the foundation. Like in this video, I want to touch everything and also warn you guys on the thing that we normally end up buying that we shouldn't, and these things we also in most cases don't follow them up. You find that when these people work for you, they'll end up taking these things belong to you. In other case, we overlook that because we are past that stage, so we won't follow up on what happened to those tools. So I'm gonna start with the first. If you are hiring somebody to come and do the foundation, like what we say, the setting and all stuff to do the foundation of your house, if those people doesn't have the pickaxe, the shovel, or anything related to that when they are digging and stuff, please just let them go. Because if they ask you that they need money to buy the shovel, they need money to buy the pickaxes, this isn't your job to do. This isn't something that you should pay money for. To know that job, they should prepare those things. It's their own things. They should bring those things, not ask you to pump out money to buy these things. So if any builder comes to you and tell you that they're gonna need money to buy such things, please just let them go, because you know you are dealing with people that may give you a headache in the future. Now we go to the next stage. Gone past the stage of the slab level, they are now doing the wall. There is a stage whereby the builder will require to have scaffolds. If they don't have these things, again, that money that they use to hire those things shouldn't come out of your pocket. It should be their own, because I believe an experienced builder should have these things already covered, so they won't add extra costs on you when it comes to them doing the job at your property. You find that the money that you use on extra things can be more and unbudgeted for if you're not careful with the kind or the type of builder that you are going to hire. So these things the builder should organize and arrange for them to do their job. These should be coming out of their own pocket. Now let's go to the next one. Don't come to me guys and complain. Based on my experience and also my researches, I've realized that a lot of builders own these things. So if a builder is claiming not to have these things, then what kind of builder is that? So it doesn't add up. So to me, they should provide. If they can't have those things, it means they don't know what they are doing. Maybe they are learning to do this job at your property and they want you to buy this thing that they eventually take with them when they leave your property. So now let's go to the next stage, the tiling stage. You know, I've had a problem with my tilers when they came. I think I made a video that I was about to hire a grinder that at a very, very high price, and I ended up buying my own. So this is another part that somebody came and say, these people that claim to be doing tiling, they should own these things, because that's the job they do. They should have these things, not that they go to any place to do the job, they ask the person to hire this equipment for them or to buy this equipment for them. Unfortunately for the people, the guys in the house, they had this grinder, but it had broken while they were using it at my place. So I ended up being required to hire one, which I resorted to buying one instead of hiring, because the price was just too high. So this is another thing. If you are hiring a tiler, an experienced tiler should have their own tools they work with. Like they should have the tile cutters. These are things that are required for them to do their job. They need tile cutters, they need grinders. So in this case, if a tiler is coming to a house without these things, then know that you are in for it to pump out money for him to hire those things. So in my opinion, you should ask these people before you hire them whether they have the necessary equipment to do this job. In fact, if you don't ask them on these things, you may end up pumping out money to hire these things or buy these things, which is something that you didn't budget when it comes to doing this stage. So again, I'll ask you guys that before you hire this person, ask them if they have the necessary equipment to do that. If they don't have, you also have to be honest with them that how are they going to do the job if they don't have the equipment to do that. If they don't have and they claim that they will hire, you also have to agree on whose money is going to hire. Is it you who's going to hire, or is it them that is going to pump out the money for that? So be clear on that, or you end up buying things or hiring things that you didn't plan on. Now let's go to the next one. There are also stages that are going to be done on your house, like the ceiling and other things that may need. You may be in an area where you don't have electricity or you don't have solar. So in this case, if you are looking for people to come and do a job for you, also ask for these people if they own generators, as this can help you. You may be in the situation whereby they'll ask you to buy the fuel for the generator, but not to hire the whole generator and then buy the fuel on it. I think that will be just too much on you. So in this case, if you're going to be hiring people to do your ceiling or any job that requires them to use electricity or gas or something, power or something, you should also ask the people whether they own a generator also, especially if your place doesn't have solar, or if it doesn't have electricity. You need to hire somebody who has a generator. Of course, when it comes to the fuel to use, of course, this is on your part. Unless they say they can provide everything for you at a cost, then that's fine. But if they don't, at least they should have the equipment and you can provide the fuel for it for them to do their job smoothly. So guys, before you hire, because I've realized that some of the money we use, the money that we didn't plan on, this is something that will be added on, like during the job, or when they're in the middle of doing a job, they'll tell you that they need a generator. Murungu, you need to hire a generator. Murungu, you need to hire a grinder. You need to do so and so. And in honest cases, most people will not have this budgeted for, so it will come as a shock or added cost that you didn't actually think of before you started this journey of doing that process or that stage. So this is just a warning to you guys that when you're working with these handymen, besides just talking about the cost of doing a job or how long it will take for them to do the job, also inquire whether they have the right resources to do that job. That will also save you on your part. Some of them will delay even finishing or completion of the job because they don't have the said equipment to use. You end up buying or end up hiring. Like in my case, I ended up buying a grinder. I don't regret it. I keep it, but maybe, I don't know, I may use it in the future or I may not use it at all. So these are some things that you have to be aware of when you are hiring this handyman, or when you are hiring these people to come to your house to do a job. Also look on their part whether they have the necessary tools to use for them to do this job, because most of them will also depend on when you come. They will want you to buy those things for them to do the job, which is a cost that is unnecessary, whereas you could have just talk and find a person who owns these things and it will be easier and cheaper for you. So when you are scouting for people who can come to do a job at your place, look at what they have. Look at whether they have all the necessary things. This is a must, but this is something that we also forget to ask as people. We just assume that they will have these necessary things, but sometimes if you don't ask, you never know. So the best way is to ask them before you hire them. So you better be prepared, whether you are them having the say tools, or you are going to choose according to who has the tools. That will also minimize the amount of money that you are going to pump out on this project. So guys, that's all. It's just a short video. I just wanted you to know on something that we overlook as people building in Zimbabwe. These are some things we may not have a knowledge on, and you might be hearing the names of these things the first time when these builders are asking you that, oh, we need a grinder, oh, we need a generator, oh, we need a cutter, we need a plier, we need all these things, because these are things that we don't know. We don't know about these things. We can come to understand these things when the job is being done at our places. So from now onwards, if you are like me who didn't know in the past, this is it. Research on what tools are needed to do a certain stage at your place, so that you can also ask the people before they start the job whether they have the said equipments or tools. That will also save your pocket as well if you find somebody who already have these materials or who already have these tools. So guys, this video, I'm not going to let it longer. These are just bits and parts according to my experiences. Like I said, I'm building in Zimbabwe. I just decided to come and minimize your costs as well by sharing some of the things that I pumped money on, some of the experiences I had, and hoping that some of you will reduce this and learn from my mistakes as you perfect your projects and have less money that you use for your project. So guys, thank you so much for clicking. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like the video as well as sharing the video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Thank you for watching this video until this right end, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.